Have you ever scooped a spoonful of yogurt thinking you were making the healthiest possible choice? Only to feel oddly unsettled an hour later. You might have noticed some bloating, heaviness, or that uncomfortable sense that your stomach isn't quite at peace. For many seniors, that feeling becomes more common over time. Yogurt is often praised as a powerful probiotic food full of beneficial bacteria, so it can be confusing to realize that it doesn't always agree with you. The truth is, yogurt can either help or hurt your digestion, depending on how you eat it and what you mix it with. Some doctors mention how valuable yogurt's probiotics are, yet they rarely discuss which foods can disrupt those benefits, or even cause digestive turmoil. It's almost as though a key piece of information goes unspoken, left for you to discover only after you've had one gassy, uncomfortable reaction too many. The sensitive nature of yogurt comes down to its live cultures. Those tiny living organisms help your gut break down food and fend off harmful bacteria. But when they encounter substances or ingredients that clash with their environment, they can struggle to thrive. Worse, the entire mix in your stomach can ferment in ways that lead to gas, cramps, and other problems. You might think, but I've seen so many combinations of yogurt and various ingredients in cookbooks and on television. While it's true that many people throw in any fruit cereal or topping that sounds tasty, that doesn't mean each combination is actually good for your digestion. For seniors who already face changes in stomach acidity and enzyme production, the wrong mixture can make a once safe food feel like a burden. Imagine you're carefully plating yogurt for breakfast. It's creamy, tangy, and almost universally considered beneficial. Then you add a few slices of banana, or maybe you drizzle some citrus juice on top, or even serve it next to a spicy dish at lunch. You take your meal with the best intentions. Scene 2. The unexpected discomfort. Perhaps you're focused on a healthy lifestyle, aiming for nutrient-rich foods to support your heart, bones, and immune system. An hour or two passes, and you feel your stomach churning. You may blame it on stress or older age, never suspecting that your yogurt mixture is to blame. Yet certain pairings can quietly undermine your gut's balance. Let's look at 3 foods that tend to cause the most trouble when combined with yogurt. Each pairing has a simple explanation, often rooted in how your body digests different nutrients. A big culprit is bananas. Many people assume bananas and yogurt make a perfect duo, especially in smoothies or quick breakfasts. Bananas are soft and sweet. Yogurt is tangy and rich in good bacteria. How could that be a bad thing? When you're younger, you might not notice any issues. But seniors sometimes become more sensitive to the fact that bananas digest more slowly and have a unique starch profile. Yogurt, meanwhile, has proteins and active cultures that can also demand your gut's attention. When these two are eaten together, you could end up with a heavier, stickier mass in your stomach. This slows digestion and can create fermentation or bloating. If you've ever had that overly full feeling from a simple bowl of yogurt with banana slices, you know what this can be like. The good news is that you don't necessarily have to give up bananas entirely. Just eat them on their own, or give your stomach some time before you follow them with yogurt. Another surprisingly problematic pairing is citrus. At first glance, citrus might sound perfect with yogurt, because both have a fresh, tangy quality. In reality, citrus fruits like oranges, grapefruit, or lemons bring a sharp acidity that can clash with the existing acidity in yogurt. Some people handle this just fine, especially if they have a robust digestive system. Many seniors, though, discover that the double dose of acid can make their stomach feel unsettled. The acid from the citrus can also interact with dairy proteins in ways that lead to curdling or discomfort. Once everything starts mixing in the gut, you don't see the curdling in your dish if you're just stirring in a bit of orange juice or topping your yogurt with sections of grapefruit. But inside the body, the conflict is real. You might notice gurgling sounds, mild cramps, or a sour feeling that lingers for longer than you'd like. Eliminating citrus from your yogurt routine might be all it takes to see your digestion improve. Then there are spicy or fried foods. This might come as a shock if you enjoy a dollop of yogurt alongside a fiery curry or a heavily seasoned burrito, but the combination is rarely gentle on the stomach. Yogurt seems like the perfect cooling agent to tame the heat on your tongue. Yet, once it arrives in your digestive tract, the clash between the intense spices and the dairy can strain your gut. The spiciness inflames the stomach lining, while yogurt's coolness and slower digestion can trap the spice in your system for longer. Many older adults also struggle to digest oils used in fried foods, so adding yogurt on top can feel like piling on complexity. Your digestive system may slow down even more, causing prolonged bloating and sometimes a heavy, tired feeling. Hearing that 3 seemingly harmless categories, bananas, citrus, and spicy or fried fare, can interfere with yogurt's benefits can leave you wondering what's actually safe. The reassuring part is that there are excellent ways to enjoy yogurt so it genuinely supports your digestion. It's all about choosing the right partners. Instead of certain raw fruits or heavily seasoned dishes, you can pair yogurt with gentle ingredients that balance its natural coolness and acidity. The following suggestions highlight complementary foods that meet seniors' needs for easy digestion, nutrient density, and overall comfort. One wonderful option is cooked apples. By lightly steaming or stewing apples with a little water until they become soft, you transform their texture and make them far easier to digest. This method also brings out a natural sweetness that pairs beautifully with yogurt's tang. A sprinkle of cinnamon can add warmth, offsetting yogurt's cooling effect and making the entire dish more harmonious for your stomach. Stewed apples mixed into yogurt is an especially appealing snack if you're over 60, dealing with slowed digestion, or wanting something that feels both comforting and beneficial. The cooked apple's pectin can serve as a prebiotic, boosting the good bacteria from the yogurt in your gut, so you're left with a pleasant fullness and minimal bloating. Another soothing option is seeds like chia or ground flax. These tiny nutritional powerhouses become gentle on the digestive system when handled correctly. Chia seeds develop a gel-like coating when soaked in water, or mixed into a liquid, which can help move food through the intestines. Ground flax seeds are also known for their fiber content and anti-inflammatory properties. Mixing a spoonful of soaked chia or ground flax seeds into yogurt can, really turn it into a nourishing meal or snack. The result is a thick, pudding-like consistency that, honestly, some seniors find easier to tolerate than plain yogurt. The seeds can help regulate bowel movements, support heart health, and provide essential nutrients like omega-3 fatty acids. This mixture is especially welcome if you've had trouble with constipation or irregular digestion. Cooked or soaked oats also form a gentle partnership with yogurt. Oats contain soluble fiber that can soothe the gut lining, and cooking them removes some of the heaviness that might otherwise contribute to bloating. If you've tried overnight oats, you already know how they can be softened just by soaking with yogurt and a bit of liquid in the fridge. For older adults who dislike strenuous cooking, this method offers, honestly, a lot of convenience. You prepare the mixture before bed and wake up to a soft, easy-to-digest breakfast that won't shock your system. Add a little bit of cinnamon or even cooked fruit to enhance the flavor and warmth. The oats act as a prebiotic, feeding the beneficial bacteria in yogurt so you're effectively doubling the gut support. Many seniors say that switching to a simple oat and yogurt combination in the morning has made them feel more energetic and less weighed down compared to heavier proteins or cereals loaded with sugar. It might be helpful to talk about the concept of warming or cooling foods, which some traditional approaches to nutrition highlight. Yogurt tends to be cooling, so combining it with too many other cooling items, like raw fruits or raw vegetables, can lead to an imbalance in the gut that older bodies struggle to handle. Meanwhile, lightly cooked fruits, gentle spices, or seeds can provide balance. They offer warmth or a mild dryness that helps soak up extra moisture, so your digestion remains steady. If you've spent years noticing that cold salads or iced beverages make you uncomfortable, you might find that a warm approach to yogurt, letting it come to room temperature or adding it to oats you've gently heated, creates a kinder experience for your stomach. Another factor to consider is how you time your yogurt consumption in relation to meals. If you're pairing yogurt with a heavy protein, like a steak or a hearty piece of chicken, you might set yourself up for trouble. Seniors often lack the same levels of digestive enzymes they had in youth, so a double dose of protein plus dairy can become an overwhelming task for your gut. It might be wise to eat yogurt at a separate time altogether, giving your system a break. That might mean enjoying yogurt as a mid-morning snack with oats or seeds, rather than forcing it to sit side by side with your lunch or dinner. Splitting it from your heavier meals might be all that's needed to keep you comfortable. Some folks also wonder if they should rely on flavored or sweetened yogurts. Though these are ubiquitous in stores, they often come with added sugars or artificial ingredients that may diminish yogurt's digestive perks. For many seniors, those sweeteners can cause blood sugar spikes or irritate the gut further. If you're looking to maximize yogurt's potential, plain yogurt, especially one made with live active cultures, tends to be the best bet. Then you can sweeten it gently with a drizzle of honey or a small portion of cooked fruit, customizing it to your taste without overwhelming your gut. Over time, you might find that you appreciate the natural tang of plain yogurt more than the artificially flavored varieties, which often mask the subtle flavors that good yogurt can offer. Another angle is temperature. If you're used to eating yogurt straight out of the fridge, you might want to see how your body responds when you let it warm slightly on the counter. Some seniors note that very cold foods intensify digestive discomfort, leading to mild cramps or a general sense of heaviness. By letting your yogurt approach room temperature, or mixing it with something warm like stewed apples or warm oats, you create an environment that's gentler on your stomach. Of course, you don't want your yogurt to sit out too long and compromise its safety, but a short while can be enough to reduce that chilly shock to your system. This is especially relevant if you find that cold beverages or chilled dishes frequently leave you feeling uneasy. Yet no single tip is a guarantee for everyone. Every body is different, and seniors in particular might have a variety of underlying conditions or medications that influence digestion. That's why it's valuable to pay attention to your own signals. If you notice you felt better after skipping bananas in your morning yogurt routine, trust that. And if eliminating citrus has suddenly brought an end to midday bloating, well, stick with that. The same principle applies to discovering which gentler pairings help you thrive. Perhaps cooked fruit stirs up warm nostalgia while letting you feel light and energetic afterward. Or maybe seeds and oats form the perfect texture that keeps you satisfied for hours. You know, each person has a slightly different path to optimal digestion. As you start adjusting your yogurt habits, it might also help to keep a short journal, just noting how you feel after each meal or snack. It doesn't have to be detailed, just a quick line about what you ate and how your stomach responded over the next few hours. Patterns emerge surprisingly fast, and, honestly, seniors often find that removing a single incompatible item can make a world of difference. This journaling practice can also shed light on other underlying issues, whether they're related to portion size timing or combinations of foods beyond just yogurt. And sometimes small changes in our daily routines cascade into big improvements in how we feel each day. It's common for older adults to assume that increased bloating or mild digestive upsets are simply part of aging. But in many cases, they're actually an invitation to examine how you're fueling your body. Yogurt is an excellent place to begin that exploration because it has such a strong reputation as a healthy staple. Once you realize that certain well-intentioned combos can sabotage yogurt's benefits, you unlock a new level of awareness about all your meals and snacks. You might start rethinking how you pair proteins with starches, or whether you add raw items to warm dishes. Each step helps you craft a kinder relationship with food. Sometimes, the simplest advice can be the most transformative. Don't eat yogurt with bananas, skip the citrus swirl, and steer clear of pairing it with spicy or fried dishes. Instead, enjoy it with cooked apples, seeds, or oats. Those small shifts might feel trivial until you see how your body reacts. For seniors, this can be the difference between daily discomfort and a newfound feeling of ease. Even if doctors rarely mention these details, you have the power to refine your diet so that you reap the real benefits of yogurt's probiotic power. It's never too late to discover how a handful of mindful choices can restore a sense of peaceful digestion and